Your soulmate was forced to make a choice today. They risked it all for you. Have you ever wondered what someone would do if they were suddenly forced to choose between staying comfortable and following their heart? Today, your soulmate may have faced exactly that kind of moment. Something happened that required them to make a difficult choice. It may have involved their family, their current situation, their fears, or even people who tried to convince them to walk away from you. But instead of choosing what was easy, they chose what felt real. They risked something important because they could no longer ignore what was happening inside their heart. For a long time, they may have tried to hide their feelings. They may have told themselves that distance was better. That timing was wrong, or that moving on would be easier. But some connections are difficult to forget. No matter how busy life became, something kept bringing you back into their thoughts. Today, that inner conflict may have reached a turning point. They were forced to ask themselves one powerful question. Am I willing to lose this person just because I'm afraid of what happens next? And this time, they didn't want fear to make the decision. They realized that avoiding their feelings was also a choice, and one they might regret for the rest of their life. So they took a risk. Maybe it was a conversation they had been avoiding. Maybe they finally stood up to someone who didn't understand their feelings. Maybe they decided to leave behind an unhealthy situation. Or maybe they simply admitted to themselves that you still matter more than they wanted to admit. Whatever the situation was, something changed. They began to understand that protecting their heart at all costs can sometimes mean losing the very connection they secretly wanted. And that realization can be powerful. You may not know what happened behind the scenes. You may not even hear about their decision immediately. But remember this, people often make their biggest emotional decisions in private. There are moments when nobody sees the tears, the uncertainty, the late-night thoughts, or the conversations that change everything. Your soulmate may have been fighting an internal battle that you knew nothing about, and today they may have chosen courage over fear. But this message isn't asking you to stop your life and wait for someone. Don't chase! Don't force! Don't try to control the outcome. If this connection is meant to move forward, it should happen through honest communication, mutual effort, and real actions. A genuine connection doesn't need manipulation or desperation. It needs two people who are willing to be honest about what they feel and responsible for the choices they make. So if you've been feeling like something is changing, take a breath. You don't have to figure everything out tonight. You don't have to know exactly what they are thinking. Sometimes the biggest changes